China has many places where nature remains untouched by humans. From high mountains to deserted lands, all have their own unique beauty. Many places look as if they have been preserved for thousands of years, almost unchanged over time. There are landscapes that make people stop and look, not because they are magnificent, but because they are so peaceful. Some areas are still very little known, although their beauty is not inferior to any famous scenic spot. Let's delve into those lands where nature is still silently telling its own story. Hongghai Beach is a large tidal wetland area known for its Suaida salsa plants that turn deep red in autumn, forming a uniform surface that stretches for miles. This plant grows in brackish water, spreads evenly across silt layers, and has a high tolerance for saltwater intrusion. The color change does not occur year-round, but only during a short period when salinity, light, and temperature reach specific levels. During low tide, the red vegetation reflects across the water surface, creating a continuous red zone recognized by biologists as a rare coastal ecosystem event. In the past, ancient boat crews used this surface color change to determine safe tide timing for navigation. A survey from the previous century recorded the plant's high salt accumulation capacity, helping explain its strong adaptation to saline environments. With flat terrain, uninterrupted wetland, and clear seasonal biological cycles, this place is one of the few areas in the world where natural landscape change can be directly observed by season. Guifeng Scenic Area is located at the junction between plains and low mountains in Jiangxi Province and is known for its tall granite formations shaped by long-term natural weathering. The most recognizable feature is the nearly vertical cliffs, with some rocks shaped like turtle shells, sharp towers, or clear biological forms without human modification. These rock formations are separated and orderly due to a dense network of fractures, which was confirmed by Chinese geologists during surveys in the 1980s. A striking contrast appears between the exposed, rigid rocks and the lush forest ecosystem that spreads right below them. What makes this area special is that the entire site has preserved its original formation without concrete development, making it ideal for both research and ecotourism. Dangia Geo Park in Gansu is known for its red sandstone mountains, formed through sediment compression over millions of years. The most striking feature is the colorful layers of rock shaped by natural minerals and constant erosion from wind and water. These rock layers form mountain ridges with red, orange, white, and yellow bands that appear hand-painted on the surface. One unique phenomenon is that after rainfall, the mountain colors become stronger and clearer, revealing more detailed geological structure to visitors. The area once lay on the Silk Road route, where traders passed and left diverse cultural marks over centuries. In a geological study, scientists discovered that fracture lines along the mountain slopes follow a counterclockwise direction, which is not common in Dangia landscapes. The landscape here offers not only visual value, but also serves as real data for studying long-term geological changes in Western China. Puku Waterfall is located on the Yellow River and is the only yellow-colored waterfall in China, shaped like a teapot pouring water as the river narrows sharply. The waterfall is about 66 feet high, and as the water crashes through a narrow rock gap, it forms a strong whirlpool, heavy spray, and a loud, continuous roar. Its water always appears deep yellow due to the river's thick silt, making it visually different from most waterfalls. On sunny mornings, mist from the falls can meet sunlight and produce layered, circular halos in the air. Culturally, this site is seen as a symbol of the Yellow River's power and has inspired many historical poems and artworks. The Longji Rice terraces are built along steep mountain slopes in northeastern Guangxi, shaped entirely by hand to follow the natural terrain without leveling the ground. The terraces extend over constantly changing elevations, hugging contour lines to form a coordinated and unique landscape. One remarkable feature is the seasonal transformation. Spring brings mirror-like reflections from irrigation water. Summer covers the hills in green rice plants. Autumn turns the terraces golden. And winter brings thin ice and dense fog. This makes the terraces not only a site for agriculture, but also a human-adjusted ecosystem tailored precisely to the land's characteristics. Jangja Wuling Yuan tourist area, located in Hunan province, China, is one of the most famous tourist spots with unique and impressive landscapes. This area is known for thousands of towering limestone columns, each ranging from 200 to 1,000 feet high, creating a breathtaking and strange natural scene. These columns were formed over millions of years, shaped by weathering and erosion, making them appear unusual and eye-catching. When you visit Dangia Geo, you will have the opportunity to admire this stunning landscape, with columns resembling natural stone towers reaching up to the sky. In addition, the area features deep valleys, crystal-clear streams, and lush green forests, creating a peaceful and mysterious atmosphere. Jangja Geo Wuing Yuan is not only famous for its landscapes, but also linked to ancient folklore. According to the legend, the columns in this area were formed after a great battle between gods, where the gods used their powers to turn the mountains into stone columns reaching the sky, protecting the land from dark forces. This legend has contributed to the creation of a mystical and captivating atmosphere, making Jangja not only a popular tourist destination, but also a place that preserves unique historical and mythical stories. Tanzu Mountain in Anhui Province is a massive granite formation standing amid a low-relief terrain known for its vertical stone columns that appear naturally stacked with extraordinary precision. The rock faces feature sharp-cut lines and well-defined angles, showing little to no surface erosion, giving the impression that the massive stone blocks were split by a distinct physical mechanism. Unlike most mountain ranges in eastern China, the rock strata here are divided along vertical rather than horizontal lines, as documented in geological surveys that show an irregular fault pattern in the deep layers. Certain stones on the mountain display erratic reflectivity under low-frequency artificial light, revealing faint, grid-like crystalline patterns when viewed from specific slanted angles. An ancient geographical record described this mountain as an early site for astronomical observation due to its elevated position and wide view over the southern plains. Additionally, various reports mention mild, localized ground tremors in this area without any associated seismic events, raising speculation about unidentified subsurface activity. These unusual features, vertical fracture patterns, optical anomalies, and historical astronomical use make Tanzu Mountain not just a scenic formation, but a significant subject for geological and physical science exploration. Huanglong Scenic Reserve in Sichuan is known for its travertine terrace lakes formed from calcium carbonate deposits over thousands of years. The small lakes have irregular shapes, arranged in tiers, and show a range of colors from turquoise to pale yellow, depending on mineral levels and light. These lakes form a long, shimmering chain down the mountain slope, with rare geological features and stable conditions throughout the year. The area is also home to rare animals, like giant pandas and golden monkeys, living in dense temperate forests. Geological studies have confirmed the presence of unique limestone layers that stabilize water flow and help maintain the long-term structure of the lakes. Diaoshuilu Waterfall is a large volcanic origin waterfall, with water falling from about 66 feet over a vertical basalt cliff with distinct columnar structures. The rocks here naturally form hexagonal shapes due to lava contraction when cooling, creating cliff faces that resemble tightly packed vertical pillars. Each season, the waterfall's flow changes significantly, and surveys show this is influenced by an unstable underground water system beneath the base. In winter, the entire waterfall freezes, but water still flows inside, causing internal pressure that creates vertical cracks on the ice surface without breaking the whole layer. Geological studies found signs of hydraulic changes along rock layers, with the underground water moving at uneven speeds. Historically, the area was used to observe seasonal cycles, as the waterfall's color slightly shifted at the beginning of new flow periods. Diaoshuilu Waterfall is especially valuable because it clearly shows the link between volcanic formation, variable water flow, and columnar basalt development. The Yandang Mountains are an ancient rocky range in eastern Zhejiang province, known for their column-like formations, sheer cliffs, and narrow gorges formed through ancient tectonic activity. The area features a unique cliff ecosystem, with hundreds of plant species growing directly on vertical rock faces and ancient ferns thriving in permanently humid ravines. A rare phenomenon observed here is the formation of thin, separate fog layers by elevation, creating a layered cloud effect along the slopes in the early morning. Historically, the mountains served as temporary refuge for scholars and recluses, leaving behind narrow stone paths along cliffs and simple shelters that still remain. In 2013, a geological team discovered metamorphic rock here, containing mineral traces typically found only under extreme heat, indicating a previously undocumented phase of intense tectonic activity in the region. Additionally, the narrow gorges produce vertically circulating underground streams due to the tilted bedrock layers, maintaining constant moisture and a stable microclimate year-round without external water sources. With its rare rock formations, unique natural behaviors, and research value, the Yandang Mountains stand out among coastal mountain systems in eastern China. Yunhut terraced fields in Zhejiang province are among the few places in China with expansive layered terrace terrain, spreading across mountainsides in formations that resemble exposed sedimentary bands. The terraces were created through a combination of traditional farming techniques and naturally curved slopes, forming a pattern that is both systematic and unpredictable. A unique phenomenon often observed is how the water surface reflects differently based on the viewing angle, making a single paddy appear either brighter or darker when viewed just a few feet apart. In 2007, a research team discovered that groundwater flow runs opposite to the slope gradient, raising questions about possible deep subsurface currents influenced by ancient tectonic activity. Additionally, during high water periods, several terraces show thin white lines that resemble scratches across the surface, with no evidence of tool interference. The existence of these marks has led to a theory of microfractures caused by periodic soil expansion, possibly linked to an undocumented underground geological process. The area presents a sharp duality between engineered human layouts and natural behaviors that remain unexplained, making it a compelling site for both researchers and visitors. Yunhut Mountain is located on the eastern edge of the Loess Plateau, where limestone formations and ancient sediment zones meet, forming layered rock masses and natural fissures with distinct shapes. Its geological structure includes vertical cliffs mixed with eroded terraces, along with vegetation layers that vary by elevation, creating a complex and clearly stratified landscape. Visually, this area stands out due to the contrast between jagged stone formations and dense green forests that cover the slopes, forming a sharp boundary between bare rock and plant growth. A significant discovery occurred in 2003 when geologists found a sealed rock fissure containing about 60 feet of carved markings whose origin and meaning remain unidentified. Rock samples from that site do not match any known carving system in northern China. This combination of ancient terrain, diverse vegetation, and undeciphered carvings makes the mountain a site of special interest for scientific research. Tanzu Mountain is located in the eastern coastal region of Fujian Province, where the terrain is formed by large granite blocks with many deep cracks running along the slopes. The area shows a clear pattern of upright rock faces and natural grooves spread across the mountain surface, creating a layered structure visible from above. Many rock formations here reach over 300 feet in height and are arranged in orderly clusters with box-like cross-sections. A 2011 survey recorded a 500-foot-long fissure with stable depth that holds no water and shows no biological buildup, though its inner walls show signs of past water erosion. Some large rock surfaces in the central area are unusually smooth and were found to have no clear evidence of mechanical or natural abrasion. During early mornings between May and July, fog layers regularly appear only at the rock peaks, while lower areas remain dry and clear, a pattern documented by research teams. The groove system here runs continuously in a north-south direction along multiple slopes, allowing direct observation of exposed rock layers without the need for drilling. The Immortal Residence Scenic area is a remarkable landscape in south-central Zhejiang province, known for its towering rock formations, massive stone pillars, and deep gorges created by tectonic uplift and long-term erosion. Its most distinctive feature is the vertical stone columns that rise sharply from the valley floor, many resembling ancient architectural structures, with some having smooth wall-like surfaces reaching several stories tall. The ecosystem is dominated by moist, dense forests with ancient ferns, lichens, and epiphytic plants, creating a stable microclimate within the rock crevices year-round. Historically, the area was used as a short-term refuge by recluses, leaving behind carved stone steps and simple foundations of rough stone shelters, now preserved in their original state. In 2015, a rare event called layered inversion fog was observed, where mist formed in a fixed horizontal band instead of covering the entire scene, lasting for hours and creating rare optical effects along the cliffs. Additionally, vertical fissures on the steep rock faces show repeated slip marks, believed to indicate micro-movements caused by internal rock pressure changes. With its monumental rock landscape, unexplained natural micro-events, and historic signs of habitation, Immortal Residence is a rare site for geomorphological and biological studies in China's mountainous stone regions. Tankan Bay is a uniquely curved section of the Yellow River in Shanxi province, where the river forms an almost complete loop around a large landmass, creating a rare geographic structure with a bend exceeding 320 degrees. A prominent natural feature here is the ancient alluvial soil, deposited in spiral patterns around the river curve, forming highly cohesive and clearly stratified sediment layers. Sediment analysis shows that some soil layers contain rare trace metal particles, not typically found in other parts of the Yellow River Basin, sparking debate about ancient material transport along the river. Historically, this area was continuously inhabited by early human groups, with remains of compacted earth foundations and early fired bricks discovered on the surrounding plateau, dating earlier than nearby settlements. A notable natural phenomenon occurs along the riverbank, where zigzag ground cracks appear perpendicular to the river's flow, unrelated to seasonal wet and dry cycles. Recent surveys during low water periods have uncovered regularly shaped depressions in the riverbed mud, all equal in depth and aligned in straight rows. With its extreme river meander, unusual alluvial structures, and unexplained human traces, Tankan Bay serves as a prime study site for modern geographers and archaeologists. Juigu Valley is located in the northern part of Sichuan province, on the edge of the Qinghai Tibet Plateau, where the terrain is divided by limestone mountains and long ancient fault lines. A key feature is the clear lakes with layered bottoms formed by natural mineral sediment, creating blue, turquoise, and light yellow colors depending on the depth and viewing angle. The landscape shows a clear contrast between calm lake surfaces and steep rock walls, while surrounding vegetation changes color by season, but the watercolor stays consistent. A 1992 survey recorded limestone steps under some lake bottoms that were evenly arranged with no signs of human construction, raising questions about mineral crystallization in long-standing still water. This is a rare phenomenon, not commonly seen in valleys with similar terrain. Because of the water clarity and layered bottom structure, visitors can observe underwater formations with the naked eye without any special equipment. This valley is different from others due to its stable balance among geological, biological, and hydrological elements within a closed ecosystem. Fanjing Shan tourist area, located in Guizhou province, China, is one of the most impressive and uniquely beautiful natural sites. This area is known for its towering mountain peaks, with the highest peak, Fanjing Shan, reaching about 9,000 feet, creating an impressive natural landscape. These mountains are surrounded by lush, primeval forests, home to many rare animal species and unique plants. The landscape here is not only remarkable due to large stone pillars rising from the ground, but also because of beautiful waterfalls, creating a mysterious and enchanting atmosphere. What makes Fanjing Shan special is the combination of pristine nature and Buddhist monuments, adding to the mystical and sacred nature of this area. The strange-shaped stone pillars and the surrounding landscape make it an ideal destination for those who enjoy exploring nature and learning about culture. Fanjing Shan is also linked to many ancient legends. According to some folklore, Fanjing Shan is where Buddhist gods meditated and achieved enlightenment. Locals believe that this mountain is protected by gods, maintaining peace for the land and its people. A famous legend tells that the surrounding mountains were places where the gods fought to protect humans from evil forces. Wangzian Valley is located deep within the Rocky Mountains of Yunnan province and is known for its sharply divided terrain. with steep cliffs and slightly sunken soil, forming a rare landform in China. The large rock blocks here are separated rather than stacked, showing signs of deformation along parallel fault lines, making the valley resemble a zone affected by intense underground mechanical pressure. Vegetation on the surface grows unevenly, with some zones remaining lush year-round, while areas just a few feet away remain barren, creating a clear ecological contrast. According to geological surveys, some underground streams in this area contain special clay minerals, making the flowing water slightly colloidal and leaving faint residue on rock surfaces, a rare phenomenon in other highland valleys. During excavations in the early 20th century, circular cut marks were found on rock surfaces, all equal in diameter and aligned in rows, with no clear explanation for their origin or the tools used. These combined features make Wangzian Valley not only a site of geological value, but also a mysterious and compelling destination for explorers. Dju Mountain is located in southeastern Jiangxi, where two forest ecosystems meet, creating conditions for both biological and geological transitions. The terrain includes parallel mountain ranges, deep valleys, and long fault lines formed by ancient tectonic shifts. Several underground water streams flow through triangular-shaped fault patterns, with each exit point about 62 feet apart and remaining active year-round. Steep rock walls are found next to small, calm lakes at the base of the mountains, forming a clear contrast in shape and movement. Some dense forest patches grow on thin soil, but stay moist throughout the year, due to water absorbed from the underground rock layers. In the 1980s, geological teams recorded a closed-loop underground water circulation inside the mountain, a rare feature in ancient rock zones. This system makes the area valuable for studying both geomorphology and hydrology due to its stable internal microclimate. Dahang Grand Canyon in Hunan is a unique landform with vertical cliffs that rise several hundred feet, forming a continuous and rugged rock structure. Between these cliffs are patches of old-growth forest, clinging to steep slopes and waterfalls, dropping directly from mountain crevices, dividing the vegetation into vertical bands. A notable feature is the strong contrast in terrain, where near vertical walls are interrupted by small, flat valleys at lower elevations that only receive direct sunlight at specific times of the day. During a geological survey in the early 20th century, a team of experts went missing for several days and was later found in a sealed rock chamber where compasses failed to point correctly, a detail recorded in technical reports. With vertically layered formations and self-contained water sources, Dehang Grand Canyon stands apart from typical canyon landscapes found in other regions of China. Langshan's scenic area in Hunan is a rare ancient sandstone terrain where dome-shaped mountains, steep slopes, and smooth rock surfaces form a consistent sedimentary system with highly complex spatial deformations. Many ridges show nearly identical tilt angles despite resting on different rock layers, suggesting a past influence of non-linear axial geological forces. In 2005, a little-known event occurred when 3 seismic stations recorded rhythmic micro-vibrations at locations over 1 mile apart, with no industrial activity or sinkholes present. The surface grooves, stretching dozens of feet north to south, were found to originate not from erosion, but from microscopic shifts along stratified plains. Some low-lying zones between the mountains maintain stable humidity year-round, hosting plant species that exist only within a few hundred feet and have no counterparts elsewhere in the province. These combined phenomena make Langshan one of the rare locations where asymmetric geology, unexplained seismic activity, and spatially limited biological variations converge. Ancient Chinese villages are places that preserve the beauty and long-standing traditional culture. Ancient houses and peaceful spaces are the characteristics of ancient villages. Each village has its own historical story and unique culture. The architecture with tiled roofs, stone walls, and laterite paved roads are outstanding features. Ancient villages not only preserve ancient values, but also develop culture and tourism. Explore ancient Chinese villages to experience interesting stories from every corner of the street. The Yongding Tulu area, located in Fujian Province, China, is famous for its unique earth architecture called Tulu. These are traditional buildings of the Hakka people, built mainly from the 12th to the 20th century. The buildings are round or square in shape, 3 to 5 stories high, constructed primarily with earth and wood. They have thick walls and only one entrance, mainly designed for community protection against attacks. Each Tulu can house hundreds of people, forming a closed community where people live, work, and even worship. The area was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2008, highlighting the historical and cultural significance of these structures. According to legend, these Tulu buildings were constructed to protect the people from external threats, especially during invasions. Some believe that these houses not only served as shelters, but also protected the health and wealth of future generations. The legend also says that the solid walls of these buildings could ward off bad things and bring peace to the community. Zhujiang Ancient Town is one of the most beautiful water towns in China, surrounded by a network of canals and elegant stone bridges. With a history of over 900 years, this place still retains its ancient charm, with black-tiled roofs, white walls, and reflections shimmering on the emerald green waters. As boats glide slowly along the canals, visitors can feel the peaceful and poetic atmosphere. In spring, peach blossoms bloom along the canal banks, while autumn brings a golden hue, turning the town into a picturesque landscape. Beyond its natural beauty, Zhujiang is also tied to many mysterious legends. One story tells of a wealthy merchant who once lived here, accumulating great fortune, but living in solitude. When he passed away, his treasure was hidden deep beneath the canal, and some believe that on full moon nights, golden light can be seen flickering under the water. Another legend speaks of an ancient girl who threw her jade bracelet into the canal, praying for eternal love. Since then, the water here is said to shimmer brightly on moonlit nights. These legends make visitors even more curious to explore the timeless beauty of this ancient town. Nangshan is a beautiful ancient town located in Zhejiang Province, China, known for its peaceful landscapes and traditional architecture. The town is famous for its winding canals, creating a picturesque scene. The ancient houses with typical Jiangnan architecture, featuring green-tiled roofs and vast gardens, make visitors feel like they have stepped back in time. The canals in Nangzhen offer a mysterious beauty and a tranquil space, making it an ideal destination for those who enjoy peace and serenity. Visitors can immerse themselves in this space, take small boat trips along the canals, explore the beautiful gardens, and enjoy moments of relaxation. Culturally, Nangzhen has a long history and was built long ago as an important commercial center in the region. This town used to be home to wealthy merchants, so the architectural works here reflect the prosperity of a golden age. The ancient houses are preserved to this day, not only as cultural relics, but also as places that preserve the traditional values of the local people. These houses are often designed with intricate details, with lush gardens and beautiful courtyards. Preserving these buildings helps Nangzhen maintain its original beauty and serves as a symbol of the harmony between nature and humanity. Langzhong Ancient City Tourist Area is a famous tourist spot located in Sichuan Province, China, known for its beautiful natural scenery and ancient architecture. There are narrow, stone-paved streets, ancient houses with red-tiled roofs, old city walls, and stone bridges crossing clear streams. The landscape here provides a peaceful, tranquil atmosphere, helping visitors relax and experience the feeling of ancient times. The winding rivers around the city and the surrounding mountains create a beautiful, natural picture, especially during the spring when trees bloom and cover the area. The fresh air and picturesque scenery make Langzhong an ideal destination for those who love peace and nature. Culturally, Langzhong is not only famous for its landscape, but also for its rich legends and history. One of the famous legends is about the wars between clans and brave warriors who protected this ancient city for many centuries. The local people still pass down stories of the courage and loyalty of these heroes in history, adding mystery and charm to the area. These stories reflect not only the strength of the past, but also help visitors understand the prosperity of Langzhong during its golden age. Wuzhen is an ancient town located in Zhejiang Province, China, famous for its stunning natural scenery and unique traditional culture. The town is built on a vast network of canals, with winding waterways, ancient stone bridges, and traditional wooden houses, creating a beautiful picture full of ancient charm. Wuzhen covers an area of about 1.2 square miles and is known as an ideal destination to explore the beauty of southern Chinese culture. The landscape here changes with the seasons, with spring bringing fresh greenery, summer offering coolness, autumn showcasing vibrant golden leaves, and winter providing a quiet space with cold winds blowing through the ancient streets. Particularly in the evening when red lanterns are lit, the whole town seems to wear a mystical and romantic coat. Wucheng is also famous for its historical legends, especially stories about wealthy merchants who passed through here. In ancient times, Wucheng was a bustling center for trade, and it was also home to many influential families in the area. Every street and corner of Wucheng holds its own story. These stories are tied to the ancient houses and long-standing architectural structures of the town. Taizhuang Ancient City is a famous ancient city in Shandong Province, China, known for its unique historical beauty and stunning landscapes. The city features an intricate canal system that surrounds the area, offering a very picturesque and peaceful scene. What makes Taizhuang special is the blend of classical architecture, ancient stone bridges, and cobbled streets, which creates a lively picture of the local life. The old houses and traditional red-tiled roofs of northern China further enhance the beauty of this city. Taizhuang is often referred to as the Venice of China due to its unique canal system. Not only does Taizhuang stand out for its natural beauty and historical architecture, but it is also deeply connected to history and legends. According to legend, this place witnessed the famous Taizhuang battle during the Sino-Japanese War. The battle took place in 1938 and was an important part of the resistance against Japanese invasion. The people of Zhuang fought bravely to protect their city, leaving an indelible historical mark in the hearts of the Chinese people. The stories of this battle are still passed down through generations, helping visitors understand the resilience of the local people. Qingyuan Ancient Town is an ancient town located in Guizhou Province, China, famous for its narrow, stone-paved streets, ancient houses with traditional red-tiled roofs, and stone bridges crossing clear streams. Here, you can witness the perfect blend of beautiful nature and traditional architecture, creating a peaceful, quiet, and unique atmosphere. The canals and crystal-clear streams around the town further enhance its charm, creating a picturesque scene like something out of a fairy tale. In addition, Qingyuan stands out with its tranquil atmosphere, where the hustle and bustle of the city are absent, allowing you to relax and find inner peace. Traditional festivals are regularly held, providing visitors with experiences of the unique customs and culture of the local people. With its ancient atmosphere and natural beauty, Qingyuan is an ideal destination for exploration, learning, and relaxation. According to legend, Qingyuan was once the site of many important historical events, especially during times of war, when large battles were fought. One of the famous stories is about the anti-invasion war, when local warriors bravely fought to protect the town from enemy attacks. These stories are still told through generations as a testament to the resilience and courage of the people here. Sanhe Ancient Town's scenic area is a place known for its beautiful natural scenery and ancient architecture, which is full of historical significance. There are narrow, stone-paved streets, ancient houses with red-tiled roofs, and stone bridges crossing winding canals. This canal system is not only a major feature, but also the main lifeline of the town, creating a romantic and peaceful beauty. The scenery here is not too noisy, but very tranquil, allowing visitors to relax and experience the harmony between humanity and nature. The vast space, surrounded by ancient buildings and fields, is another highlight of Sanhe, creating a perfect balance between architecture and nature. Culturally, Sanhe was built a long time ago with the aim of creating a community that lived in harmony with nature. The canal Canals provided water, forming a natural ecosystem for the residents and being an integral part of their daily lives. The architectural structures in Sanhe bear historical marks and were intended to preserve and enhance the cultural values of the area. Sanhe is also famous for its traditional festivals, which help visitors understand the customs, traditions, and lifestyle of the local people. The town attracts visitors not only for its natural beauty, but also because of its rich cultural heritage and long history. Yuan Ancient City tourist attraction is a prominent tourist destination located in Guizhou Province, China. It stands out with its beautiful natural landscape, especially the combination of rivers and towering mountains. The ancient city of Yuan is situated beside the Wuing River, with high limestone mountains surrounding the city, creating a wild yet captivating environment. The winding, narrow streets, ancient stone bridges, and old houses with red roofs create a peaceful, serene beauty. Specifically, the riverside scenery of Yuan is incredibly romantic, with small wooden boats drifting along the water, forming a picturesque natural scene. Yuan is also significant for its deep spiritual values. The city is associated with many legends and historical events, especially related to Buddhism and Taoism. One of the famous spiritual events is the existence of several ancient temples on the surrounding mountain peaks. These temples are not only places of worship, but also symbols of peace and serenity in the spiritual life of the local people. Additionally, traditional spiritual festivals are occasions for the locals to honor their ancestors and pray for a prosperous life. These ceremonies reflect the deep respect that the locals have for supernatural forces and divine beings. Ancient villages in southern Anhui, especially Shidi and Hongkun, are famous for their ancient landscapes and traditional Chinese houses. These villages have preserved their architectural beauty from the Ming and Qing dynasties, with houses made of stone and traditional black-tiled roofs. The landscape here is very special, with winding narrow streets, ancient stone bridges, and clear, flowing streams. One of the highlights of Hongkun is the crescent-shaped lake in the center, surrounded by ancient houses, creating a peaceful and poetic atmosphere. Surrounded by lush mountains, these villages feel like a living painting, offering a relaxing and pleasant experience. The old houses and natural scenery create an ideal space for those who enjoy exploring the traditional beauty of China. Besides the natural beauty and architecture, these villages are also famous for their long-standing legends. These stories are still passed down through generations by the locals, adding to the mystery and attraction of the villages. Xitang Ancient Town, located in Zhejiang Province, China, is one of the most beautiful and famous ancient towns in the country. This town is over 1,000 years old, with traditional architecture still well preserved, creating a peaceful, nostalgic atmosphere. The landscape in Xitang is very unique and unusual, highlighted by small canals flowing through the town, with old stone bridges crossing these canals. The houses along the canals with traditional black-tiled roofs create a peaceful and poetic space, attracting tourists to visit and explore. What makes Xitang stand out is the system of canals and the tree-lined ancient streets, where visitors can stroll along narrow streets, enjoy the surrounding scenery, and experience the quietness of the ancient town. The scenery here is deeply marked by history, with ancient wooden and stone houses, as well as old shops and cafes. Activities such as boating on the canals or enjoying traditional tea under the old roof structures are wonderful experiences for visitors. Xitang is also famous for its traditional cultural festivals, where visitors can learn about the customs and traditions of the local people. This town is not only a destination for those who love the ancient beauty, but also a place tied to the cultural and historical stories of China. Anren Ancient Town Scenic area is a prominent tourist destination with stunning natural landscapes and a blend of traditional Chinese culture. The area is famous for its lush green mountains and winding rivers, creating a peaceful and relaxing atmosphere. Vast virgin forests with rich plant life are a key highlight, offering visitors a chance to enjoy fresh air and the pristine beauty of nature. The trails through the forest provide exciting experiences, like a journey back to nature. In addition to the natural scenery, Anren is also known for its ancient architectural works, which bear the marks of history and Chinese culture. The traditional houses, temples, and historical structures here are all made from stone and wood, featuring intricate designs and distinctive patterns. These buildings are not just living spaces, but also cultural relics, offering deep insights into the area's history. Spiritually, Anren is also home to many folk stories and legends about historical events. One of the most notable stories is that it was once an important religious center where major ceremonies and festivals took place. The temples in the area still preserve ancient worship rituals, attracting pilgrims to visit and pray. This makes Anren not only a scenic spot, but also a destination for those seeking peace and a connection to the region's spiritual history. Fenghuang an ancient city located in Hunan Province, China, is famous for its charming streets, ancient wooden houses, and the Tuo River winding through the city. The city is nestled between lush green hills and beautiful natural landscapes, creating a nostalgic and captivating picture. The ancient houses with red-tiled roofs, stone bridges, and wooden boats on the river create a peaceful and picturesque scene. The long, ancient streets, with shops selling handicrafts and local specialties, offer a unique, ancient atmosphere not found anywhere else. Visitors can walk along the narrow streets or take a boat ride on the Tuo River to admire the beauty of the city from a different perspective. Fenghuang is also known for its rich and diverse culture, especially from the Miao and Tujia ethnic groups. These cultures are vividly displayed through traditional festivals, vibrant costumes, and folk dances. The city serves as a crossroads of cultures, not only being a famous tourist destination, but also preserving unique cultural values. The construction of Fenghuang Ancient City was aimed at protecting and promoting the ancient cultural values of the local ethnic groups. The Qingzhou Ancient City Tourist Area is located in Qingdao City, Shandong Province, China, with a long history of over 2,000 years. The landscape here is particularly impressive, with ancient streets, old architectural structures, and traditional houses. Qingzhou, ancient city, is also known for its remarkable landmarks, such as the ancient city gates, watchtowers, and memorials, creating a nostalgic space that is both modern and historical. The city walls and winding streets offer a captivating environment, allowing visitors to experience the unique culture of this region. Culturally, Qingzhou is not only a city of historical significance, but also a place that preserves the traditional cultural values of China. The architectural structures here are not only beautiful, but also play a crucial role in preserving and promoting the historical and cultural values of the area. Qingzhou Ancient City is also home to notable historical figures who contributed to China's development over the centuries. Festivals and cultural events frequently take place here, attracting millions of visitors who come to explore, learn about the history, culture, and achievements of the city throughout different periods. Pingyao Ancient City is an ancient city located in Shanxi Province, China, famous for its pristine beauty and ancient architecture. The city has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site due to its well-preserved buildings from the Ming and Qing dynasties. One of the main attractions is the city's intact city walls, which are about 3.97 miles long, with gates that have retained their original form, giving a feeling of stepping back in time. The surrounding landscape of Pingyao is unique, with winding streets, ancient houses made of red brick and wood, and traditional tiled roofs, creating a space that is both old-fashioned and familiar, reminiscent of China's golden age. In addition to its architectural beauty, Pingyao is also known for its rich cultural values. This city was once a major commercial and financial center during the Qing dynasty, with flourishing banking and trade activities. Visitors come here not only to admire the buildings, but also to learn about the historical stories and important events that took place in the past. Pingyao is also famous for its traditional festivals held on special occasions when the city becomes lively with parades and unique cultural activities, offering visitors a deeper insight into the spiritual life of the local people. China is home to some of the most unique natural wonders you won't find anywhere else in the world. From rolling limestone mountains to isolated highland lakes nestled among snow. There are deep canyons that were formed millions of years ago by geological movements. The rocky fields, red sand forests, and colorful deserts create a landscape unlike any other. Some areas also preserve rare ecosystems that humans have barely set foot on. Let's explore these natural wonders to understand why China is always a land of wonders. Puku Mountain is a majestic mountain with an elevation of over 16,000 feet, standing out among rugged peaks with snow covering it all year round. In the morning sunlight, the snowy surface reflects sparkling light like crystal, creating a stunning natural scene under the clear blue sky. Steep slopes and deep valleys form a strong contrast in the landscape, attracting many mountain climbers and adventurous travelers. Besides long glaciers, the area also has natural ice caves that go hundreds of feet deep, formed over thousands of years of changing climate. In winter, the temperature drops sharply, and cold winds blow through the mountain gaps, making the place feel both grand and mysterious. After many years of training in the freezing snow, on a full moon night, he disappeared without a trace except for one footprint on a large stone. Strangely, the footprint remains intact even today, after hundreds of harsh winters. People believe he became the spirit of the mountain, guarding its silence and sacredness. This mysterious story adds a special charm to Huibao Mountain, making it not only a destination for nature lovers, but also a place where spiritual tales live in every cold wind. Tanzu Mountain is a natural wonder, marked by a giant granite pillar, rising about 466 feet high straight into the sky. Surrounding it are steep cliffs, green forests, and rock formations shaped like dragons or kneeling elephants, creating a powerful and mysterious scene. Since then, people have climbed the mountain during full moons, hoping to see the dragon flying to heaven, a sign of enlightenment and heavenly blessing. Tiangqi Crater, also known as Heaven Lake, is a natural wonder located on top of an ancient volcano at an elevation of about 8,200 feet above sea level. The lake has an oval shape with deep blue water, surrounded by steep cliffs and mountain peaks, often covered with white snow throughout most of the year. When the sky is clear, the lake reflects the clouds and sky, creating a calm and surreal space that attracts photographers and nature lovers. Besides its stunning landscape, Tianqi is also famous for the legend of the Heaven Lake monster. Local people have told stories about a giant dragon-like creature living under the lake, appearing only on clear days when the water is still like a mirror. Although no one has confirmed what the creature is, the mystery itself makes Tianqi even more fascinating for those who love exploring supernatural tales and mysterious nature. Tianmen Mountain is a unique natural wonder standing over 4,900 feet high, famous for its giant natural arch carved into the cliff called the Heaven's Gate. The winding trails along steep cliffs, a glass skywalk hanging in the air, and a cable car stretching more than 4 miles add to its breathtaking view. Its surreal beauty often leaves visitors in awe, as if they are standing between Earth and the sky. The natural gate is believed to be a connection between humans and the divine, guiding souls through a path of cleansing and awakening. These experiences make Tianmen Mountain not only a stunning landscape, but also a sacred place for personal and spiritual discovery. Dahang Grand Canyon is a stunning natural wonder with limestone cliffs rising hundreds of feet, creating a breathtaking and dramatic landscape. White waterfalls fall from above, merging into a clear stream that winds through ancient forests, forming a vibrant natural symphony. The blend of natural beauty and mysterious spiritual energy makes Dahang a special place for those seeking harmony with the earth. Mount Minya Konka Hidden Valley is a valley hidden beneath the base of Minya Konka, known as the Eastern Roof, with an elevation of over 24,000 feet. This valley stands out for its wild and majestic beauty, where glaciers quietly flow through rocky crevices and ancient forests stretch endlessly. Towering cliffs rise high alongside white waterfalls, pouring down from heights of hundreds of feet, creating a breathtaking scene like a living painting among the clouds. Every morning, when sunlight touches the mist, the entire valley glows with golden light, making visitors feel like they are stepping into another world. After 3 days, only one person returned, carrying an ancient prayer book and saying he saw a floating temple in the sky where gods were meditating. Though no one has ever found that sky gate again, the legend lives on among the Highland people as a reminder that some places cannot be explained, only felt with faith and respect. Jangja, China, is famous for its towering limestone pillars, rising over 650 feet, creating a unique landscape. These pillars, formed over millions of years, create a stunning system that makes the area a favorite destination for tourists and nature lovers. In addition, Dangia Geo also boasts the Tianmen Glass Bridge with a length of 1,400 feet and a height of 1,000 feet, the longest and highest glass bridge in the world. The area also has a cable car system that stretches for 4.7 miles, the longest cable car system in the world, offering a spectacular journey to the mountain peak. Additionally, Dangia Geo stands out with its hanging path that is 4,700 feet long, clinging to the cliffside, providing an adventurous and exciting experience. Jagana is a majestic rocky mountain area with wild and mysterious beauty where steep cliffs rising thousands of feet surround the valley like a natural fortress. The local buildings are made from stone and wood, with flat roofs and thick walls arranged in terraces on the mountainside to survive the harsh weather and use sunlight. Locals say that a long time ago, a strange light suddenly fell from the sky onto a high mountain. It was followed by a loud explosion and violent shaking of the ground. A deep crack opened in the mountain, giving off heat and red light for many days. Since then, people believe it is a sacred place where the mountain spirit came down. No one dares to go near the crack except during special rituals done by chosen people. Until today, no one has found a clear explanation for this event, adding more mystery to this quiet and spiritual land. Baima Snow Mountain is one of the most majestic and sacred snowy mountain ranges on the plateau, with peaks reaching about 18,000 feet and covered in snow all year. The area has a rich ecosystem with ancient forests, deep valleys, glaciers, and streams flowing down from the high peaks, creating a scene both powerful and peaceful. In summer, wildflowers and green grass bloom brightly under the snowy peaks, while in winter, everything is covered in a quiet, frozen white. What makes Bima mysterious is not only its natural beauty, but also the deep spiritual belief tied to the mountain for centuries. Local people believe it is home to a mountain god who listens to prayers and gives blessings to pilgrims. They perform rituals like walking around the mountain, tying prayer flags to rocks, and meditating in silence to purify their souls. Some people said they saw flashes of light on the snowy peak, even when the sky was clear, or felt a gentle energy pass through their bodies near the mountain. Anye Maken is a sacred mountain range on the Tibetan plateau with peaks over 2,000 feet high, covered in snow all year. Around it are wide grasslands, small glaciers, and clear lakes forming a natural scene untouched by people. Near the mountain are prayer stone towers and walls carved with scriptures built by pilgrims showing strong Tibetan Buddhist beliefs. These structures are made by stacking stones by hand, and while simple, they carry deep spiritual meaning as a sign of respect to the gods believed to live in the mountain. A mysterious legend says that on special days of the year, people may see a faint glowing band moving slowly above the main peak. This glow is said to be a spirit light from the gods, and it only appears when a pure-hearted person passes by. Some witnesses claim they saw it twist like a glowing dragon and disappear into the clouds. Though science cannot explain it, the light is seen as a good omen and is often mentioned in yearly prayer ceremonies in the region. Quona Lake is one of the highest natural freshwater lakes in the world, located at more than 1,700 feet, where the sky feels closer to the ground than ever. The surrounding area is completely wild, with no signs of people or cities, making it feel like an untouched world. At sunset, the lake turns golden bronze, looking like a sheet of melted metal spreading across the mighty landscape. The gentle waves on the lake make a deep, steady sound, which many describe as the breathing of the earth. At night, the sky above the lake is so bright you can see the Milky Way with your eyes, making it feel like stepping into another dimension. In winter, the entire lake can freeze into a pale sheet of ice that stretches to the horizon. The thin air and deep silence slow every step, making people feel like they're walking through a sacred dream, half real, half unreal. Yulong Snow Mountain Hidden Glacier is one of the least known and most hidden glaciers in the highlands, located at an altitude between 13,000 and 15,000 feet, with a pure and icy beauty like a snow wonder. The landscape feels like another world, making anyone feel small and amazed by nature's power. Besides its natural beauty, the place is also tied to deep spiritual beliefs. Local people believe the glacier is home to ancient spirits and guards the memory of the earth and sky. They say that if you stay completely silent in the heart of the glacier, you might hear echoes from the past, wind, water, or even whispers from the spirit world. Some monks who meditated there said they felt a quiet energy moving through their bodies, bringing a deep sense of peace. Jiaosu Ice Valley is a unique ice valley located in a high mountain region where the cold weather all year round allows giant ice formations to appear. The area stands at about 7,500 feet above sea level, making the air fresh and quiet, like a world separated from modern life. In winter, the whole valley becomes a frozen maze filled with hundreds of ice columns that range from 10 to 30 feet tall, created by underground water freezing in mid-air. These ice shapes are one of a kind, each with its own design, and when sunlight shines through, they sparkle like crystal, attracts many photographers and visitors who enjoy the wonders of nature. Strange sounds coming from the rocks and wind passing through the ice are believed to be whispers from ancient spirits, adding to the mysterious and holy feeling of the place. Jade Earth Forest is one of the strangest and most captivating geological wonders of the Tibetan Plateau, where nature created a forest with no trees at all. Instead, thousands of vertical earth and clay pillars rise up to 100 feet and stretch endlessly, forming a giant maze that looks like castles, towers, or monuments of a vanished civilization. This area was formed from ancient lake sediment over 5 million years ago and was carved for millions of years by wind and rain. The landscape is entirely shaped by nature, with no trace of human activity. The air here is dry and silent, so footsteps echo far, making visitors feel like they are walking on a distant planet. Some people even experience visual illusions, where the stone pillars seem to move slightly depending on light and angle. Many scientists and photographers once mistook this place for the ruins of an ancient city. Its dry, surreal, and absolutely silent nature makes this forest a one-of-a-kind sediment wonder that cannot be copied anywhere in the world. Jade Earth Forest is one of the strangest and most captivating geological wonders of the Tibetan Plateau, where nature created a forest with no trees at all. Instead, thousands of vertical earth and clay pillars rise up to 100 feet and stretch endlessly, forming a giant maze that looks like castles, towers, or monuments of a vanished civilization. This area was formed from ancient lake sediment over 5 million years ago and was carved for millions of years by wind and rain. The landscape is entirely shaped by nature, with no trace of human activity. The air here is dry and silent, so footsteps echo far, making visitors feel like they are walking on a distant planet. Some people even experience visual illusions, where the stone pillars seem to move slightly depending on light and angle. Many scientists and photographers once mistook this place for the ruins of an ancient city. Its dry, surreal, and absolutely silent nature makes this forest a one-of-a-kind sediment wonder that cannot be copied anywhere in the world. Wanfenglin's scenic area is one of the most dense and majestic karst landscapes in the world, with tens of thousands of sharp peaks rising close together. These cone-shaped peaks look like natural pens pointing toward the sky. Scientists have used its unique structure as a model to compare with the surface of Mars due to its complexity and purity. Puku Waterfall is one of China's most unique natural wonders, where a wide river suddenly narrows and drops about 66 feet, like water pouring from a teapot. During the rainy season, the waterfall can expand over 160 feet wide, sending roaring white water down in a breathtaking scene. The thunderous sound of falling water fills the air, letting visitors feel nature's wild and mighty power. Ancient people believed it was a dragon's vein, a place full of sacred energy where a divine dragon once lived. The sound of the waterfall is like a call from the heavens, touching something sacred deep in the heart. Tashi-do is a sacred rocky peninsula located in the middle of a saltwater lake at an altitude of about 50,500 feet, surrounded by snow-covered mountains and a vast blue lake. Huge rock formations with strange shapes stretch out into the water, like giant sculptures shaped by nature over thousands of years. They believe that Tashi-do is where humans can connect with the spiritual world. The rocks are thought to be homes to spirits, and many traditional ceremonies are still performed here for prayer, meditation, and seeking enlightenment. Some people said they saw strange lights or heard sounds coming from the rocks with no clear reason. The presence of monks and pilgrims adds to the sacred feeling of the place. The combination of wild natural beauty and deep spiritual belief makes Tashi-do a place that is both fascinating and mysterious. Wuing is a hidden village deep within snowy mountains, where people cannot reach by car and must walk or ride horses through winding mountain trails. The village is located at nearly 9,800 feet, surrounded by snow-covered peaks rising above 22,000 feet, making the place feel like a forgotten valley preserved in perfect stillness. The air is so clear that people can see distant peaks from dozens of miles away, and the night sky is filled with stars like standing inside the universe. The only sounds are wind, melting water, and footsteps on snow, with no sign of machines or city noise. The place also carries deep spiritual meaning, as locals believe the surrounding mountains are home to sacred spirits and guardian gods. In this deep silence, many say they feel a strong connection between themselves and nature, or even to their own soul. Yubeng is not just a destination, it is a spiritual journey, where time seems to stop so people can listen to nature with their hearts. Wuling Yuan is a natural wonder formed over hundreds of millions of years, with more than 3,000 sandstone pillars rising between 650 and 1,000 feet into the sky. These stone towers were shaped by uplift, erosion, and weathering, creating a one-of-a-kind landscape found nowhere else. A special feature of Wuling Yuan is the dense collection of natural stone towers shaped like mythical creatures. A local legend says these towers are spirits of the mountains turned to stone to guard a sacred land. Today, strict conservation is in place, and visitors must follow fixed trails to avoid harming the delicate ecosystem. This is one of the rare places that holds both great geological value and deep cultural and spiritual meaning. Vatican Gardens covers about 1/3 of the Holy See and features a peaceful atmosphere combining ancient architecture and natural beauty. The garden has been a prayer site for many popes, especially Pope Francis, who brings messages of global peace and unity. After one of his prayers, a group of white birds flew around the holy monument, seen by believers as a sacred sign from God. Vatican Gardens holds deep symbolic value for Catholic faith and has remained spiritually important through many centuries of church history. Since the Middle Ages, it has preserved old traces showing the connection between faith, nature, and the Church's spiritual leadership. The image of Pope Francis walking quietly beneath ancient trees symbolizes compassion, humility, and a strong closeness to humanity. Longji Rice terraces are hidden at about 1,380 feet above sea level, covering steep mountain slopes. This giant man-made structure was formed over hundreds of years, with rice fields stacked along the natural curves of the mountains. Each terrace is carefully designed to hold water, creating a sustainable farming system across the rugged terrain. In winter, white snow covers the terraces, turning the whole area into a sea of clouds. Longji stands out because of its ability to exist in perfect harmony with nature for centuries, showing human skill and resilience. Standing among the endless rice terraces, People deeply feel their smallness before nature and see the miraculous beauty of patience and creativity. Dangia National Geological Park is famous for its colorful sandstone mountains stretching for miles, looking like a giant rainbow painting made by nature. These bright colors are completely natural, formed over 24 million years as mineral layers were pressed, lifted, and then eroded. Many of the rock layers appear in regular wave shapes, looking hand-painted, but actually formed by natural tectonic movement. The dry climate and lack of large trees help preserve the mountain's original shapes and colors without being covered over time. Although the surface looks soft, most of the rocks here are very hard and not easily broken. Each colored stripe represents a different geological era, so it's like watching millions of years of Earth's history gathered in one place.